Hello children, I hope you are all happy and safe. Welcome to this special English hour. Here, every day, we will learn something new in a fun and exciting way. Are you ready to have fun? Okay then, let's begin today's day with a tongue twister. Please come closer to the TV and listen to me carefully. Children, now let's begin with a fun tongue twister. Do you know what's a tongue twister? I will say a sentence once. Please try to repeat it after me. Then you will know why it's called a tongue twister. Here is the sentence. 4 furious friends fought for the phone. Can you try saying it with me? Let's say it 3 times first. 4 furious friends fought for the phone. 4 furious friends fought for the phone. 4 furious friends fought for the phone. Now do you understand why it's called a tongue twister? Okay, let's say this 5 times now and let's try to say it a little fast. Okay, let's begin. 4 furious friends fought for the phone. 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 Okay, I'm sure some of you may have been able to say it with me, while some of you may not have been able to say it so fast. It's all right. It took me years to say it at such a fast speed. But wasn't it fun? Okay, you can also say this tongue twister with your friends. Children, I hope you all enjoyed doing the tongue twister. Now, I would like to ask you a few questions. Let us share our thoughts and ideas. Children, do you like to talk? I'm sure some of you like to talk with your friends and family members, while some of you feel shy, just like me. Children, do you think it is important to speak well? Yes, it is indeed very important to speak well so that the other person is able to understand us and we can communicate well. Children, have you ever had the chance to deliver a speech or take part in a discussion? If you have had a chance, what are the things you keep in mind or you prepare before you deliver your speech or take part in the discussion? If we have to deliver a speech, we try to prepare our speech in advance. We try to rehearse it, and it's only then that we deliver our final speech, don't we? In the same way, even when we need to participate in a discussion, we must prepare our points in advance. So children, while delivering a speech and taking part in a discussion, there is a lot of preparation that we need to do prior to it. Would you like to know more tips on how to prepare yourself for a speech or for a discussion? Then come, let's read the lesson together. Children, while learning a language, it's very important that we keep learning new words. I would now like to share with you a few new words. Please listen to me carefully. and note these words down in your notebook. We will come across these words in the passage that we are going to read today. The first word is speakers. 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 The second word is nervous. 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 The third word is audience. 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 The fourth word is mumble. 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 The fifth word is explanation. 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 The sixth word is interrupt. 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 Children, now that we have spoken so much about how we can be good speakers, let's also read a very interesting lesson on being a good speaker. Children, if you have a textbook, please open to page number 26. We will be reading the lesson, Be a Good Speaker. Please point to the words as I read. If you don't have a textbook, please look at the TV screen and listen to me carefully. Children, also look out for the new words that I just mentioned earlier and try to guess their meaning. Children, come, let's read the lesson, Be a Good Speaker. Be a good speaker. Some people are good speakers. Some are shy. Some speak easily with their friends and relatives, but become nervous in front of a big audience. What about you? It is important to be able to speak well. And if you make up your mind, it is not very difficult to do so. Children, this lesson, Be a Good Speaker, will help us understand on how we all can be better speakers. Do you like to talk? While some of us like to talk, we like to talk with our friends, with our family members. Some of us also feel shy. We feel nervous when it comes to speaking in front of an audience. And it's only natural to feel this way. But do you think it's important that we try to speak well? Whether it is to one person or to many? Yes, it's important that we all try to communicate clearly and try to speak well. This lesson will help us learn some tips on how we all can be better speakers. Remember these few things when you speak. Speak clearly. Don't mumble. Look at the person or persons when you talk to them. You should not be too loud or too soft, too fast or too slow. Be polite and be pleasant. Give a thought to the other person's feelings and interests. Children, there are few things that we can keep in mind to be better speakers. Let me share a few of these with you. If we want to be better speakers, we must speak very clearly. We must not mumble. Mumble means when we do not open our mouth properly and pronounce the words well. When we speak with someone, it's very important that we use the right pronunciation and express ourselves well. A good speaker makes sure to look at the person that he or she is speaking with. Whenever we speak with our friends, with our parents, or even with our teachers, we must look towards them. While they are speaking something, we must look at them and listen to them carefully. While communicating with anyone, if we look either way or look away from them, the opposite person may feel that we are not listening to them or not paying attention. So whenever you are speaking with someone, please look towards them. While speaking with someone, we must not be too soft that they can't hear us. We must not be too loud that they find our voice annoying. We must not be too fast that they are not able to understand us. And we must also not be too slow that they get bored with us. So when we are speaking with someone, we must make sure that we are speaking in a simple, soft voice enough for them to hear and understand us. While speaking with anyone, be it a child, an adult, or an older person, we must always use polite words. Speak in a pleasant manner and always take care of the opposite person's interests and their feelings. So children, to be a good speaker, what are the things that we will keep in mind? The first thing is to speak clearly. To not be too fast or too slow. To be too loud or too soft. We must speak in a simple and clear way, loud enough for our audience or for the other person to listen to us. The second thing is that we must use polite language. We must have a pleasant manner in the way we speak. And the third thing is we must maintain eye contact. We must look at the person who we are speaking with and take care of their feelings and their interests. Only then can we make sure that our audience is listening to us and is listening to us with interest. When you take part in a discussion, don't keep talking all the time. Let others speak. Show interest in what others say and listen carefully. When you agree with others or like their ideas, do tell them that. Do share your own thoughts and ideas with others. If you do not understand something, ask for an explanation politely. Use polite words and expressions. When you want to interrupt someone, when you disagree with someone, or when you seek explanations and give them. Children, while participating in a discussion, there are a few points that we can keep in mind so that we can be a good participant and also the discussion goes well. Discussion means when we are talking on a few topics with a few other people, when we are discussing on those topics with other people. First thing to keep in mind is that we need to present our topic well. We must take a fixed time and present our topic to the rest of the people on the table. The second point is that we must give a chance even to the others to speak and listen to them carefully. The third point is that if we agree with another person or like their ideas, we must make sure to mention it to them. The fourth point is that if we don't understand something that someone is saying, we must request them for an explanation. When we interrupt someone, request them for an explanation, or are giving an explanation ourselves, we must try to use polite words and expressions. If we take care of these points, we can be good participants of a discussion and also the discussion can go well. When you want to give a speech, plan your speech in advance. Note the points and arrange them properly. Rehearse the speech in your mind and go ahead. So children, we have learned points that will help us be good speakers, participate in a discussion well. But now let us talk about how we can deliver a speech well. How can we go up on stage and deliver a speech to an audience? A few things that we can keep in mind are: first, we must prepare our speech in advance. The second point is, we must arrange our points in a proper order. The third thing is that we must rehearse our speech before finally going and delivering it. The fourth point is that while we prepare our speech, we must take care of who the audience is and what their interest lies in. Accordingly, if we prepare a speech, we can make sure that our audience will listen to us and take interest in what we are saying. Children, in this lesson, Be a Good Speaker, we learned various tips on how we can be a good speaker, we can participate in a discussion well, we can deliver a speech in front of an audience. I hope you found these tips useful and will make use of them in future. Whenever you get a chance, please do participate in competitions where you can deliver a speech or where you can take part in a discussion. It will really help you. Children, let's do an activity now. So far, we have read a lot about how we can be good speakers. Now let's do an activity where we will see images of different people. While seeing the image, we have to decide whether this person is a good speaker and give our reason for the same. So now on your screen, you will see an image. You have to decide based on the image whether the person is a good speaker or not, and give your reason for the same. Shall we begin? Come, let's start. Children, what did you see in the image? In the image, there's a little girl who is trying to deliver a speech. She has a mic in front of her. But there are also many papers kept in front of her, and she looks confused as to where she has to read from. So, do you think she would be able to deliver her speech well? No, she may not be able to deliver her speech because she looks confused and there are too many papers in front of her. So, what can she do if she wants to deliver her speech well? If she wants to deliver her speech well, she can take notes of her speech that she wants to deliver, rehearse it, and come better prepared. Then she can deliver her speech. So children, what did you see in this image? In this image, there is a senior person who is delivering a speech. But it looks like the speech has been on for a very long time and he is going on talking while the audience looks bored. So can we say that he's a good speaker? We can't say that he's a good speaker because a good speaker would take care of the interest of the audience. A good speaker makes sure that the speech is not too long and the audience does not feel bored. So children, what can you make out from this image? In the image, we see that the girl is confidently delivering her speech. She also has one paper in front of her to refer to her speech. As she speaks, she is also making sure to point her finger to the next point that she wants to present. So, is she a good speaker? Yes, she looks like a good speaker. So, children, what do you see in this image? There are two people talking with each other, but one of them is speaking very softly, and that is why the other person has to try to listen closely. So, can we say that the other person is a good speaker? No, we can't say that the other person is a good speaker because a good speaker makes sure to speak loud enough for the opposite person to be able to hear him or her. Children, what do you see in this image? In this image, there are two people speaking with each other. They are facing each other and maintaining eye contact. They both have a pleasant smile. That means they both are able to speak with each other and understand each other well. So they are both good speakers. So children, I hope with this activity you were able to revise once again what are the traits of a good speaker. Children, I hope you all enjoyed today's session. I would now like you all to make some time and make a list of do's and don'ts to be a good speaker. What are the things that you must do to be a good speaker should be listed in the do's section. And what are the things that we must not do if we want to be a good speaker must be listed in the don'ts section. Children, I hope you do this activity and it is useful for you. Till we meet next time, please take care. Bye bye and stay safe.